Well, g'day guys. So last time in our last video, we showed you the saddling bays, wash rack, etc. So now we're going to show you kind of more detail about the arena and sizes, dimensions, that kind of stuff. So follow me. So we come through a little alleyway here into the arena. So the arena is the actual riding dimensions of the arena is 125 feet by 250 feet. That's the riding dimensions of the arena. Okay, so I've got a mechanical cow on this wall here, it goes for about 125 feet. There's a flag there to work the cow horses on. I have a big TV here so I can see. I'm just a nut about how my horses are handled. I want to see what they're like in the wash rack. I want to see what they're like in the saddling bays. So I can see all of my horses. I can see people coming and going, the spa. I like to keep my eye on my horses, and anybody that's walking for me, I like them to know that I can watch them too. These are expensive horses, and I'm particular about how they're cared for. So the reason I picked this particular size is that 125 feet wide by 250 feet long is a good common size that you will have to show in most places that you show. Now, you know, especially reining in cow horses. Now, are there some arenas that are bigger than 125 wide and longer than 250? Absolutely. But as a good rule of thumb, 125 by 250 is a good size and for you to be able to train in. Now, in Texas, I had an indoor arena that was 150 feet by 300. I actually like this one better, and I'll tell you why. Usually, the bigger the arena that you ride in, the less broke a horse needs to be. The smaller arena, you have to handle them a lot more. You got to pick them up, you got to collect them, you got to stand their shoulders up. Put it this way, if you can get a horse around really broke and well controlled in a little arena, when you take them to a bigger one, everything seems easy. Let me give you a little example. Let's say flying lead changes, you're doing lead change in a figure 8. When you've got a 150 by 300 foot pen, there's 6 or 7 strides going through the middle for you to set your horse up and change leads. But when you're in, say, 100 by 200 indoor arena or 80 by 160, now you don't have 5 or 6 strides to change leads in the center. You've got, 6 feet to hit that center mark and be able to change. So what I'm saying is everything happens a lot faster when you're in a lot smaller arena. I got this idea years ago from a guy that's a mentor and it's somebody I have a lot of respect for, is Bob Avila. Bob Avila trained, lots and lots of AQHA World Championship reiners and cow horses and won the reiner fraternity, won the cow horse fraternity. I mean, when he was at his peak, he was dominating. And he had a little tiny indoor arena there in Oregon. I think by memory, it was like 80 by 160. It might even be shorter than that. I can't exactly remember, but it was a tiny little indoor. And he was stuck in there because it rains in Oregon all the damn time from, November all the way through till April, May the next year. And I always remember him telling me that when you can get one broke in a little indoor arena and get them changing leads and stopping and turning and things in a little indoor, when you get to a bigger indoor arena or outdoor arena, when you get to a bigger arena, it just seems easy to get it done. And he's absolutely right. So I actually prefer a smaller arena. Obviously, you can go too small, of course, but as a general rule, the smaller the arena, the broker you have to get the horse to do it. So it's 125 by 250, okay? Now, on the other side of the arena, here, we have big roll-up doors that run all down the west side of the arena, down the south side, and then down the east side. So this lets a lot of air through these big roll-up doors, and I can open and shut them from an app on my phone. And on the outside of this fence, we have like I think it's an 8-foot alleyway, a return alleyway, to be able to get down to the rope and shoot. So we have rope and shoots down this end of the arena. See these big arms here, these big gates? They're on a wheel. So both of these big gates here will swing out and cross right here. There's one over that side of the arena, and there's one here. So when I want to cut on horses, this big arm's got a big cable here, but you'll notice it has a wheel here. So basically, you unratchet it here, you unratchet it right here, and you can actually pull this fence out and take it to the center of the arena, and the other one will meet halfway. So now I can cut my arena in half and have a much smaller cutting pen as well, okay? So that was another reason why I only wanted one arena, because it's just less maintenance. Arenas are kind of high maintenance. To keep them looking good and working good, they take a lot of time and effort. So up here, we've got a little viewing area. We've also got the skybox up there that you can see. Here's just an area if you want to give a lesson or something. And this area back here is just like a square pen. So I basically just use it like it's a round pen. It's not quite a square. It's kind of like 55 by 45 or something like that. But basically we bring the tractors in and out. So I've got this place designed so that when it's winter here from November through April, we can shut this thing up and be completely indoors. So my water tank here and my water tractor, my tractor and drag, here's all the rope and chutes here. So I can shut all this in here and be completely self-sufficient. I built this place like a little mini city so that when the weather's bad, you can be shut in here and completely isolated and you don't have to go outside. So here's the rope and chutes. We open up those two gates. So when you want to rope, I don't rope, but my buddy Tom does. And you can rope here as well. And then the return alleyway is down here. Now I always use the ABI Dragmaster, okay? Phenomenal company, been with me for many, many years. So here's the return alleyway as well. So I can tie colts up in this return alleyway all day. I can move cattle back and forth. So we kind of made it multi-function. But dragging the arena is very, very important. We do that at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. So at the other end of the arena, we have some cattle pens as well. You know, people say, well, how do you use the square pen different to a round pen? I don't. It's all the same things. You know, I use it the same way, same principles, same concepts, etc. I just don't act like it's any different. In fact, we've got some really good videos on YouTube of me working a horse in a square pen. So if you haven't seen that, get on YouTube and type in Clinton Anderson square pen, and I'll actually show you. If I only had enough money to have one enclosed smaller area, would I do a square pen or a round pen? I'd actually do a square pen. I'd make it 46 feet by 46 feet, that exact square. 50 feet by 50 feet square is too big. 46 feet by 46 feet square pen, you can do a phenomenal amount of horse training in that little bit of an area. Again, get on YouTube, check out the videos I did on that, and you'll see exactly what we get done, okay? So, here's old Lena, she always has to be in the videos. So, you notice the fans that we've got, we tilted them down towards the ground now that it's summer to get air to flow more across the ground. These are more of a torpedo fan, and they circulate the air a lot better. I have 2 radiant heat, actually 3 radiant heat heaters in here. So in the wintertime, we keep this entire arena at 55 degrees. Okay, so I was almost going to move to Arizona, and I thought, screw it, it's just cheaper to bring Arizona here. So when we start riding, wearing a t-shirt and just a light little overcoat or light coat or hoodie, and that's all you need. Okay, so I spent a lot of money on insulation. I put closed cell spray on insulation. It's 2 inches on the ceiling and 2 inches on the sidewall. So I insulated the entire building as well. Down the end here, I have some more cattle pens, and on the outside of the building, some additional cattle pens. All of the dirt here was put in by Jim Kaiser. We consulted with him. He designed the dirt, helped us get it in. So for arenas, they're the best in the world when it comes to arena dirt. They know how to design arenas and get the right mixture of dirt and all that kind of stuff. So I've done business with them for 20 years. You know, the drags, I use ABI. They've been a phenomenal company. They've done business with me for 20 years now, and I highly recommend their drags. They have them from something small that you need to drag a round pen with to something big. Like in Texas, I had a 16-foot drag that would drag my big outdoor arena that was 350 feet across in diameter. So they've got every drag from something from a backyard person could pull behind their four-wheeler to something that you need a big tractor, and you'll see at all the major horse shows, ABI will cover that, okay? So I can't really think of too much else that I would tell you here, but even an outdoor arena, 125 feet by 250 is a damn good universal size that you can use and get a lot of horse training done in that. If I had to go any smaller, always make the width half of the length. So if you go smaller, go 100 by 200. You know what I mean? Or 80 by 160. Always keep it symmetrical like that. Whatever the length is, make half of it the width. So it's all even like that. 100 by 200, 125 by 250, 150 by 300, etc. But, you know, I built mine a lot bigger in Texas because I had the clinics going on and I was in that mentality, big is better, that kind of bullshit. Now I realize I'm a little bit older and smarter, but big is not always better, okay? So now that's why, now I could have built whatever damn size indoor I really wanted, but I actually found, in fact, before I left Texas, I used portable panels and I cut down that 150 by 300 arena into 125 by 250. And I actually loved the way my horses rode better in that, because I found when I trained them in a bigger arena and then you go to a horse show and the arena's smaller, they just didn't seem like they rode as well. They just didn't seem like they felt the way they do at home. So I want to be as close to the dimensions at home as what I am going to be at the horse show, obviously within reason. Let me tell you something. You can get a horse real broke in a little arena. When you take him to a big arena, it's relatively easy. And Bob Avila proved that through 20 years of training, you know, extremely well-trained broke horses, world championship cow horses and reiners in a little tiny indoor arena for 6 months of the year, and he could prove that you could get it done. You know, the horse industry went through a phase where, you know, they got to thinking big is better. So then everybody went to 100 by 200 size indoor, and then it went from 125 to 250, and then it went from 150 to 300, and there's even some arenas bigger than that. Now I think everybody's starting to balance that out again and realizing that you can get just kind of too big and the horses get too out of air before you get anything accomplished. So I don't have any outdoor arenas that I really train in, so I wanted to just make this one arena multi-purpose. So I've got a square pen that I can start colts in, I've got a cutting pen where I pull across the arms, and I've got an arena I can go down the fence or train a reiner or a cow horse in as well, okay? So I hope this helped you. You know, you don't have to heat it. You know, in Arkansas here, it's a little bit cooler. Well, it's about 9 degrees cooler than what I was in Stephenville, Texas. So, and it rains a lot here as well. So you pretty much need a covered arena and sided arena to train horses professionally, to do it at a high level every single day, to where the weather doesn't really affect you. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to cold weather. I grew up in a place called Cairns, Queensland, Australia, which is like Miami, really hot, humid, etc. So you never quite get that out of your blood. So 55 is the coldest I want to be riding a horse around. I hate having my feet cold. I hate having my hands cold. And I don't care if people laugh at me. I don't give a rat's ass, because I did that for years and I'm just sick of it. So I wanted to be somewhere warm. So if I wasn't going to move to Arizona, I was going to bring the warmth to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and we'll try to address them on the next video vlog we do. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Want more? Get more. The No Worries Club is the best way to get the most out of your training experience. Stick around to find out more. Take your horsemanship to the next level. The No Worries Club Premium Membership is your ultimate portal to complete your horse training. You'll have access to Clinton's complete training library, thousands of hours of step-by-step instructional videos. You'll master all aspects of horsemanship, from fundamentals to trick training. You'll have access to our exclusive social network that connects you with thousands of dedicated horsemen from around the world. You'll have the method available wherever you are and accessible through the web, your phone and tablets, or your favorite streaming devices. You'll receive 8 all-new training videos per year and the quarterly No Worries Journal, as well as access to the ever-growing video library, Q&As, performance horse series, blogs, and more. But that's not all. You also get free tickets to walkabout tours and priority access to the latest news coming from Down Under horsemanship, not to mention VIP pricing on all of Clinton's must-have training tools. So what are you waiting for? Unlock the ultimate access and jumpstart your training program today.